Hello everybody, Wonky Puppy here, bringing you another guide for Graveyard Keeper. Today I wanted to spend some time talking about how to perform autopsies and generally how the mechanics around autopsies works in the game. This can be really confusing and it takes a while to figure everything out, but I hope that this guide helps you along. First, let's understand how bodies get delivered to your graveyard. The donkey will deliver a corpse once per day if there is an open spot in your morgue and it's not Sunday. Your morgue's capacity is determined by the number of spots you have available to autopsy a corpse or put it on a pallet. You can increase your capacity by unlocking the blueprint stand and then building additional autopsy tables or pallets. The number of corpses that currently count towards your morgue's capacity is based on how many unburied bodies exist pretty much anywhere on your graveyard or inside your morgue. The corpse will no longer count towards your morgue's capacity once it's either buried, cremated, or thrown into the river. Before you do one of those three things, the body will count towards your morgue's capacity. The next thing to understand is the skull rating system. Every corpse is rated based on red, white, and green skulls. Red skulls are meant to represent the sins of the deceased, while the white skulls generally represent good deeds. The skull rating or quality of the corpse can be changed by performing an autopsy on the body selectively and removing body parts. Green skulls appear as the body decays. They cancel out a white skull permanently, and you really should avoid them if at all possible. On that subject, it is very important to understand how decay works and how to manage that decay. A body's freshness is shown as a percentage score visible above a body laying on the ground, or from the autopsy menu. When the donkey delivers the corpse, it will be at 100% freshness, and it'll immediately begin to decay once it's dropped off the cart. For every 10% in decay that you get, one white skull will get changed to a green skull permanently. The rate of decay is highest when the body is outside on the ground. You can slow the rate of decay by moving it into the morgue. Decay slows significantly once the body is put on an autopsy table or a pallet. In late game, you can stop decay completely by placing the body on a fridge pallet or by using preservation injections. If you repair the corpse chute to the morgue, it allows bodies to be immediately delivered by the donkey into the morgue, which will slow the decay considerably. The corpse chute does have to be repaired from both the outside of the morgue and the inside of the morgue in order for it to work, though. The technology skill tree for this is actually pretty straightforward, but I just want to quickly talk through it. First Slice is automatically unlocked during the tutorial and allows you to craft new autopsy tables and remove flesh. Soft spares, hard spares, and important parts each unlock the ability to remove additional parts, which we'll cover in detail when we talk about how to perform autopsies. Butcher and Surgeon reduce surgical mistakes, while Anatomy 2 unlocks better autopsy tables. There are other technologies that become enabled after key parts in the story, but we won't cover those just to avoid spoilers. Finally, let's spend a little bit of time talking about how to actually do the autopsy. Once you've unlocked the right technologies, you can start to remove body parts from corpses. Removing blood and fat will always improve the quality of the corpse by removing one red skull and adding one white skull for each removal. Removing skin will always lower the quality of the corpse by removing one white skull and adding one red skull. Removing flesh will also lower the quality, but it only removes one white skull, it doesn't add a red skull. Removing a skull will also lower the quality of the corpse, and it adds one red skull. Removing bone has no effect on the quality whatsoever. Removing the heart, brain, or intestine could result in improving or lowering the quality of the corpse. Removing these will either remove two red skulls, remove two white skulls, or remove both a red and a white skull. Which skulls are associated with which organs is random. You can't tell what skulls are associated with what organ until you unlock a perk in the late game. When you're removing any body part, there is a chance that you'll make a surgeon's mistake. In addition to the effect of whatever the part is that you're removing, a surgeon's mistake will lower the corpse rating by removing a white skull and adding a red skull. Unlocking the Gentle Butcher technology removes the chance of a surgeon's mistake when you're removing blood, fat, skull, bone, or skin. Later, unlocking the surgeon technology removes the chance of a surgeon's mistake when you're removing the brain, heart, or intestine. Ideally, your goal is to maximize the number of white skulls and minimize the number of red and green skulls for bodies that you intend to bury in the graveyard. On bad bodies, I'll just remove everything from that body and store the parts in the chest for later. Body parts are sometimes used for crafting, they can be sold, and they can come in handy in alchemy later on in the game. For good bodies, I'll strategically remove the organs that will improve the quality of the body and max that out, and then bury that in the graveyard. Well, that's everything that you need to know about how to successfully autopsy bodies in the graveyard. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Comment down below with any other tips or tricks that you know about how to autopsy bodies in the game. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with everything that's coming out on the channel. Join the Discord if you'd like to connect with the community. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!